Good morning. It is Tuesday, February the 16th, I think. Okay. How's everybody's weather looking? As you can see behind me, this is snow from the last snowfall that we had. And this snowstorm skipped right on by us. We have a little bit of ice. So those of you that purchase bags, those bags will be going out today. I didn't think I'd be able to get them out until Wednesday because we were supposed to get like 8 inches in the evening and then another 4 during the day. But all we got was ice. So I'm just waiting for the ice to melt a little, since I don't ice skate well. I make it a practice not to ice skate since I don't do it well. Never have been ice skating, so there's that. All right, for finished items, I did get the Centro, the 48 needle, and so I did a reversible hat, which is just the soft white, and then the aqua from Craft Smart. Came out pretty nice. I did do a couple of extra rows, and I probably didn't need to, but that's okay. Stuff happens while you're practicing. And that was the only thing that I made with the knitting machine. Can you believe it? It was fun. It is fun. But, husband is normally sitting next to me sleeping, and noise usually is one thing that irritates him. He's the kind of guy that, well, you've heard the silverfish story. We're sleeping. There's a fan blowing on us. And he says to me, "Did you hear that?" I said, "No, I didn't hear that." "Surely you hear that. Silverfish eating a book." He gets up, goes straight to the book, opens up the book, dumps the silverfish out on the floor, stomps on it. Goes back to bed, goes back to sleep. I don't know how he hears that, but his ears are very sensitive. So, I'm kind of like trying not to film or, crank this machine while it's keeping him awake. So, that's just kind of where we're at right now. Now, while I was going through Stash, I did find that I only had one ball of sweet roll in the rock candy. So I made a crochet hat and a scarf to go with it. And of course, we put those in together so they're ready to go. Now, I had a challenge from a friend about the bag of bulky yarn that Petra sent me. She said to me, "You need to take that one skein and make it into a blanket or a lapcan." So that's exactly what I did with the one skein. This is it. And it's nice, good size. And it'll keep somebody warm. And I just crocheted my half double crochet. Now the rest of those that were in balls are going to be used to most likely make scarves and hats. I say most likely because I don't know, that was kind of fun crocheting with it. I've never crocheted a bulky hat, so I think maybe I should try that, this week, instead of just constantly sticking to knit with the bulky. But I am hoping to within the next couple of weeks, because next week is a chemo week and that week is always rough. I am planning on filming a video, and I may have to figure out how to set that up upstairs so I'm not disturbing hubby. And I can do it on my sewing table, but we'll see how that goes, right? We'll get it there eventually. Now, the only other things that I've been working on is the inside out sweater. And this is the second panel so far. You have to make 4 panels. And you know, I'd done the cuff part, and then I decided I didn't like the cuff, so I frogged it. Rip, rip, rip. So I frogged it and started over, but that is the second panel of 4 that I need to make. So I plan on getting that done. As far as my color block shawl that I have been knitting, it's coming along slowly. You know, it's just a wrap, and I'm just using scraps. So, you know, it's coming along fairly nice. That is it so far. That is all the things that I've finished. Not too much there. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Today, well, Sunday evening, midnight, was the last day for the Blessings Challenge, the hashtag Blessing Challenge that I have with Loretta. And quite honestly, we're both winners because we actually worked on projects, you know, trying to outdo one another. And I'm hoping to do another challenge with Loretta because this was kind of fun just to see where it goes. And maybe she'll take Blaine up on her offer, you know, Blaine's suggestion to use, not to caffeinate me up so I could crochet faster or longer. You know, maybe she'll send me some decaf teas or decaf coffee. Who knows? You know I'm teasing you, Loretta. Love you, girl. But this is what I've gotten done since the last time. And I will tell you my totals for that so far. Let's see. For this month, I did a total of 4,247 yards crochet and knit. 720 of that was machine knit. But the total for both, you know, January and February came to 9,340, and that is including the amount of 1,074 yards of machine knitting that I had done. So that was kind of fun. It really was a lot of fun to do that. Like I said, I'm hoping to maybe we can come up with another challenge here soon because it's been fun. And here's the neat thing about it, and this is why we kind of chose Blessings Challenge, is because both of us, when we knit or crochet, it usually benefits others. It doesn't benefit us. It normally benefits others, and so that is a way of giving blessings to others. So I'm hoping we can have a Blessings Challenge Part 2 soon. But that is it for that portion. And boy, I sure hope you guys are weathering these winter storms. My son had sent a picture. He'd actually posted it on Facebook. He lives in Dallas, Texas, and his swimming pool is frozen. That's highly unusual in Dallas. So, and of course, him and my older sister are both eating snow cream. If you don't know what snow cream is, it's where you take some ice cream, some of the snow, and you put it in a bowl and mix it up with a little vanilla, a little sugar, and make snow cream. We did that as kids. Of course, my husband was over here yelling, "Did you know COVID is spread that way? What are you doing?" I don't know. I think the cold might kill some of it. I don't know. But he was like, I said, "Honey, it's a tradition when it snows. We did it when we were in New Mexico, And I did it with the kids when we were in Texas. I think it snowed once while we were there that I can remember. Because I had worked. It was Thanksgiving and I had worked the Thanksgiving shift. So, yeah, snow cream. Delight. Just make sure you don't get the part where the puppies and kitties have gone. Alright, here's a little WIT incarnation for you. And the first story is absolutely stunning. It is a 20-foot, 2-inch bear made from roses, and it breaks the Guinness record. A decoration at a wedding vow renewal ceremony for 108 couples in China broke a Guinness World Record for the world's largest rose bear. A 20-foot, 2-inch bear made from roses. China Regenerative Medicine International Limited, which hosted the socially distanced ceremony for 108 couples in Wanning City, Hainan Province, said the giant rose bear was constructed from 48,000 real roses attached to a metal wire frame. The bear measured 15 feet, 10 inches long, 12 feet and 10 inches wide, and 20 feet by 2 inches tall. That's a big bear. The group said the roses on the 7-ton bear will be replaced with fake flowers as they begin to wilt so the sculpture can remain on display. But of course. Now in Pennsylvania, there's a deer on the loose. Deer crashes through homes in Pennsylvania neighborhood. A small herd of deer ran through a Pennsylvania neighborhood, and at least 2 of the animals rampaged through local homes. Jackie Janes of New Wilmington said her doorbell camera recorded footage of the deer that crashed into her home through the front door, ran around inside, and left through the same door. The first door is a storm door that is made of glass, so it shattered that door, and then it came in through the steel door that was shut. And it came flying in, she told WKBN-TV. A deer crashed through a picture window into a neighboring home just moments later, where 6-year-old Annabelle Bella Keeney spotted it. The deer ran back out through the same window. Neighbors said the 2 deer are part of a small herd that ran through the area Saturday morning. Multiple residents reported damaged property, including smashed doors and windows. A Utah man made an even more shocking discovery inside a relative's home last week when he came face to face with a mountain lion that had crashed through a sliding glass door. John Hughes said the cougar ran off through the broken door when it spotted him inside the Mill Creek house. So apparently, the animals have their own protests going on. Who knows? Oh, and Larry. Larry the Downing Street cat marks 10 years of service to British Prime Minister. Larry the Downing Street cat, a feline employed to keep the British Prime Minister's office and residence free of mice, is celebrating 10 years on the job. The cat, known as the Chief Mouser to the Cabinet Office, has been patrolling the outside and inside of 10 Downing Street, the headquarters of the British government and the Prime Minister's official residence, for 10 of his 14 years, making his official anniversary Monday. Larry was adopted from the Battersea Dogs and Cats home in London 10 years ago and has served under 3 different Prime Ministers: David Cameron, Theresa May, and Boris Johnson. The cat was adopted in wake of a large black rat being spotted near the Cabinet Office during a live television broadcast. Larry was the first cat to hold the Chief Mouser title since his predecessor, a feline named Humphrey, retired in 1997. The cat has been spotted frequently at 10 Downing Street and in the nearby area, often making appearances during live news broadcasts. Larry's anniversary comes just a few months after Palmerston, the British Foreign Office's chief mouser, retired in August 2020 after being employed to hunt for rodents since 2016. And the article that is listed, there is a video of the reporter talking to Larry knocking on the door so that they open the door for Larry. Oh. And if you've ever watched the broadcast where the cat shows up, it's hilarious. Because the reporters always go knock on the door to let the cat in. Now this is an interesting story. You know, it's got to be odd to have a classmate and find out that they are your twin. Former high school classmates find out they're twin siblings. A pair of former classmates in Indiana who reconnected decades later on Facebook made a shocking discovery. They're long-lost twin siblings. Karen Warner, 51, said she found out her biological mother's name a few years ago when Indiana unsealed adoption records, and the discovery came with a surprise. She had a twin brother. Warner said she sought help from various adoption websites to try to find her long-lost brother. Everybody kept coming up with nothing because we didn't have a name to go by or anything, she told WTHR-TV. Warner said the big break came when she obtained local voting records with a list of 3 men who shared her birth date. The third name on the list, Mike Jackman, stood out because he was a high school classmate who she had only very recently connected with on Facebook. Warner sent Jackman a Facebook message saying they might be twin siblings, and the pair had a DNA test performed that confirmed their connection. Here it goes. I'm tearing up. It's filled a void in my life I didn't know was there, Jackman said. There was something out there I didn't know was there, and now it's here. She's here. The siblings said they now talk almost every day and get together several times a week. We're 2 peas in a pod, Warner said. You know, I picked these and I think they're going to be okay and they're not going to make me cry. And I just look at the titles. I don't read the stories anymore. Tears every week. Civil War reenacting rooster lost and found at Alabama Cracker Barrel. And no, he wasn't eaten. A rooster that participates in Civil War reenactments was reunited with his owner after going missing in the parking lot of a Cracker Barrel restaurant in Alabama. Thomas Ramsey, 18, founder of the Muddy Rabbits Mess Military Reenactment Group, said he started bringing his pet rooster, Peep, along on Civil War reenactments after learning about soldiers who kept similar pets on the front lines. I wonder if those pets met their demise by becoming dinner. Ramsey said he and his group, including Peep, were on their way back to Mississippi after a reenactment event in Spring Hill, Tennessee, when they stopped at the Cracker Barrel in Coleman. He said Peep was tied up in the bed of his pickup truck, but a friend went out to check on the vehicle after about an hour and discovered Peep was gone. I went back into Cracker Barrel, and it was very hard for me to say this with a straight face, since I was panicking. Do you have cameras in the parking lot? I think someone stole my chicken. Ramsey recalled to the Coleman Times. A fellow diner overheard the question and told Ramsey that Peep had been spotted wandering loose in the parking lot. Ramsey and his friends and Coleman Animal Control Officer Cooper Harris searched the area for Peep, but eventually the group had to get back on the road to Mississippi. Ramsey posted to multiple Facebook groups about his missing pet, and when he was nearly back in Mississippi, he learned Peep had returned to the Cracker Barrel parking lot and was safely captured. John Watson, a local farmer who had followed the search on Facebook, volunteered to drive Peep to Birmingham, where the chicken and owner were reunited. "I believe in paying it forward," Watson said. "God has blessed my family so much throughout the years. I believe we should be kind to our fellow man. Yes." Tearing up with this one too. Yes, it was just a chicken, but it was his, and he clearly cared for it. Now, I don't think the next one's going to make me cry. Scientists share sound of 18,000-year-old wind instrument. Let me wipe the tears. An 18,000-year-old conch shell, believed to be the world's oldest instrument of its type, was played by a horn player for the first time in thousands of years as part of a study by French scientists. And we've all played the conch shell game before, haven't we? Researchers from France's National Center for Scientific Research, the Museum of Toulouse, the University of Toulouse, and Quai Branly Museum teamed up to study the shell found at the Marcellus Cave in Pyrenees Mountains Range in 1931. The scientists who published their study in the journal Science Advances said the tip of the conch shell is broken in a way that appears intentional to create a 1.4-inch diameter opening. The team said a study of the opening indicates a mouthpiece may have been attached to the instrument at some time in the past. The scientists said carbon dating performed on charcoal and bare bone from the same cave indicate the shell is likely about 18,000 years old. The team recruited, I wonder what this horn player felt when he was playing it. The team recruited a horn player who was able to make sounds with the shell resembling the notes C, C sharp, and D. Giles Tassello, co-author of the study and archaeologist at the University of Toulouse, said the team has not yet determined whether the shell was meant to make music or whether the sounds it made were connected to other rituals. Duh. It could have been used as a communication tool, he told CNN. Tripping over the letters now. Tassello said the scientists are now working on a 3D replica of the shell to learn more about the shell and the sounds it can make. Okay. Now, I know everybody has seen the Zoom meeting with the judge where the poor guy couldn't get the cat filter off. Now we have a congressman who kinda, had the same issue. Congressman struggles with Zoom filter in committee meeting, and there's video. And Maxine is very concerned. A Minnesota congressman drew laughter from colleagues in comparisons to a recent viral video when he found himself unable to turn off a Zoom filter that made him appear upside down in a committee meeting. Representative Tom Emmer, a Republican from Minnesota, was participating in a Wednesday meeting of the House Committee on Financial Services, meeting via Zoom, when colleagues pointed out that his image was appearing upside down. Chairwoman Representative Maxine Waters, Democrat of California, interrupted Emmer as he was talking about job security during the pandemic to ask if he was okay. "You're upside down, Tom," another participant in the call can be heard saying in a video of the incident. "I don't know how to fix that," Hammer responds. The representative's colleagues then spent some time trying to help him repair the situation. "At least you're not a cat," a person says, in an apparent reference to Texas lawyer Ron Ponton's struggle with Zoom cat filter during a virtual hearing earlier in the week. Emmer was eventually able to correct the problem. He later poked fun at the situation on Twitter. "I am not a cat," he tweeted, along with a screenshot from his incident. Okay, guys, that's it for What in Tarnation. Everybody have a great week. Remember to be kind to one another, spread a little love, and I will see you again soon. Oh, and remember, there's a giveaway. It's in a past video. Go check it out. It's going to be a fun one. All right, everybody. See you guys again soon. Bye.